What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. I recently put out a video and I had somebody comment, when do I think it's going to be a buyer's market? And I replied, I don't think it's going to be a buyer's market until 2026 or 2027. But I believe the question that should have been asked, or the question that I think about on the day-to-day basis is, how can I put myself in the best position to buy a home right now in this environment? What would I do? And I will tell you. Before I get into it, let me introduce myself. My name is Sir Ashley. I am a real estate agent and investor here in the Carolinas. And on this channel, we talk about money, personal finance, real estate, and the Carolinas. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to tap on that bell icon so you can be alerted when I drop new videos. Now, the reason why I don't believe that it will be a buyer's market until 2026 or 2027 is because the lack of inventory is a real thing. The lack of existing homes for sale is a real thing. And the reason why is because 90% of people with mortgages have an interest rate less than 6%. We have a quarter of people with an interest rate less than 3%, and we have 38% of people with interest rates between 3 and 4%. Now, when you look at their monthly payment, it doesn't make sense for them to put their house on the market. And yes, they'll get a lot of money, but they will be going into an environment where interest rates are in the high sixes, and that's for people with excellent credit. So more than likely, they're going to have an interest rate in the sevens. That means their mortgage payment is going to go up anywhere from $400, more like $600, to $1,000 every single month. And it's just not worth it for them. And some people will say, you know what? That's where they messed up, because they bought. If they didn't buy, they wouldn't be locked into their home. Well, I think of it as, yes, they may want a bigger home, but they're saving significant amount of money every single month because their mortgage payment more than likely is lower than rent, significantly lower than rent. And we all know that it's significantly lower than a comparable mortgage right now. So if it means that my kids have to share a bedroom in order for me to save tens of thousands of dollars, by all means, they're going to share a bedroom. Another reason why I believe the housing market will pretty much stay the same until 2026 to 2027 is we need to talk about wages and what's going on with the economy. Yes, things have gotten more costly and the cost of living has become sort of unaffordable. But that's where I see wages increasing. Right now, in our economy, what are we seeing? We're seeing actors and writers, Hollywood, strike for more wages. We're seeing UPS workers threaten to go on strike in the next coming days, which would absolutely cripple our economy if that was the case. The next 2 to 3 years, you will see employees gain some leverage and some power and an increase in pay, thus offsetting this unaffordability that we've been experiencing the past 2-3 years, and debatably, much longer than that. But it's becoming ridiculously unaffordable in the past 2 to 3 years. So what I see is the rise of the employee the next 2 to 3 years. We see it already starting in our economy. We have, again, Hollywood. We have UPS workers. You're going to get a bump in pay. You will see that offset some of these housing expenses or living expenses and cost of living expenses to where you won't see prices come crashing down. You will see a moderate, minor correction, but there will not be a crash in pricing. This will be, I believe, right around the new normal. Now, I know that might not be a popular opinion, but as I look at the history of America, you look at the 70s and 80s, the same thing happened then. We're just repeating it right now in 2023. But I believe the question that should have been asked And the question that I think about on the day-to-day basis is, how can I put myself in the best position to buy a home right now in this environment? What would I do? I do in this environment with low inventory and high interest rates if I had to buy a home right now. And it's not a hypothetical. I put in a few offers every single week for homes. So I'm in this market buying because there are opportunities. So what I will do is the following. As opposed to complaining about the housing market, the interest rate, the low inventory, I will look for opportunity. I will search out, actually, this is exactly what I'm doing. I have a search dedicated just for myself for homes in my buying area where I like to buy homes, carved out for the number of bedrooms, number of baths, the square footage, and the age of the home already out there. And I have it filtered by the amount of days it is on the market. So if it is on the market more than 45 days, it comes in that search. I get an email every single morning. And those agents can tell you that I send offers on those homes. Are they going to get rejected? Maybe, maybe not. I'm actually in the process of negotiating an owner finance deal right now. So that's what I would do. I would search for opportunity and potential pain spots. Those people that need to sell are much different from those people that want to sell. If the home has been on the market for more than 45 days and that person needs to sell for whatever reason, they may be more open to, 1, selling it at a discount, 2, selling it with owner finance or seller finance, 3, they may be open to lease option, 4, they may be open to me buying it subject to. There's creative ways in which you can buy homes right now in this market. So as opposed to whining and complaining, talking about how things not working in your favor, because just a year and a half ago, when interest rates were at 2-3%, and you were complaining then because you could not compete with everybody else that was on the market trying to buy a home, you see the common denominator, people complaining no matter what's going on. If interest rates are low, people are complaining because it's too much competition. Interest rates are high. People are complaining because things are unaffordable. Forget about what's happening in the market. Forget about what the outside world is doing. You need to hone in on what you're looking for and make the best of what's happening around you, regardless of the environment. So don't tell me that there are no opportunities out there. You have to be willing to put on the work and know that that home that looks absolutely stunning and perfect and in an excellent area, you may not be able to buy that home because it just hit the market. Look for homes that have been on the market for quite some time and start poking around, feeling and seeing if there's any pain and or motivation. Because if there is, there's opportunity for you. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about buying, selling, or investing here in the Carolinas, please reach out to my team and I. We are here to help.